Hello, Heart and Soul Gospel Ministries listener. This is Daniel Kong with Let's Read the Bible. Do any of you sometimes talk to yourself to get back on track or encourage yourself? For example, Daniel, aren't you eating more than you should be? Shouldn't you also be exercising when you find yourself gaining weight? Or, Daniel, come on, you can do better, okay? And try to refocus? When we behave this way, it seems as if we are split into two different selves. It feels like there was one self who was living in the present time, and there is another self who was looking at the first self. But the other self encourages and advises the first self when the first self is not doing well, and the first self gains strength to move forward from the other self. It looks like there is another self who tells the first self to wake up and make the right choices, as in Psalm 42 that we will read today. The author asks himself, "Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me?" The fact that the author of the psalm asks himself this says that he knows he should not be without hope or afraid of his current situations, but what he sees in front of him makes him disheartened and full of anguish. Sometimes many of us feel desperate and afraid in our daily lives. Even though we know that God who has saved us is with us always, we become discouraged by the things presented in our lives. But the reason we are able to not become disheartened or afraid of the situations in front of us is because we have God the Father, who is greater than any of those circumstances. The author of Psalm 42 shouts to himself to not despair or fear, but place hope in God. He says God will reveal himself to us and help us, and we will continue to praise him with songs. Are there any of you who are in situations that cause you to despair or become afraid? How about searching for reasons why you do not have to despair or fear as you meditate Psalms 42? Then tell yourself this: "Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God." I hope we will all be able to hear the voice of our other selves that speak to us and advises us to remember God when we face fearful situations in our lives. Let's read Psalm 42 verses 1 to 11 together. As a deer pants for flowing streams, so pants my soul for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all the day long, "Where is your God?" These things I remember as I pour out my soul. How I would go with the throng and lead them in procession to the house of God with glad shouts and songs of praise, a multitude keeping festival. Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. My soul is cast down within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of Jordan and of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the roar of your waterfalls. All your breakers and your waves have gone over me. By day the Lord commands his steadfast love, and at night his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? As with a deadly wound in my bones, my adversaries taunt me, while they say to me all the day long, "Where is your God?" Why are you cast down, O my soul, and why are you in turmoil within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him, my salvation and my God. We just read Psalm 42, verses 1 to 11 together. I'll see you all next week. Until then, God bless.